So what's going on, everybody? Thursday, I think it's February 9th. A lot more lake rise than I had suspected. If you remember when I talked on Tuesday, I told you we were looking at hopefully going from the 39864 on Tuesday then to hit the 3954, about another foot. We got even more than that. We got another 6 or 7 inches more than that. So we're at 400.12 for the elevation, which is 2.88 feet below full pool. That's the most water we've had in Lake Fork in more than 15 months, maybe longer. That's really, really awesome. I'm very, very excited about what's about to happen on Lake Fork. The spring this year is going to be big. We should have more rain coming. The ground's soaked, the ponds are full, and pretty much over the next 3 to 4 to 6 weeks, any storms that we have, it doesn't take much to change the level. Definitely more than optimistic now about a very good bite, shallow bite obviously happens when the spring comes along. But the more cover there is, the more junk and the more we don't have grasses, vegetation, water vegetation, because they've eradicated it. But the lake has been low for so long that there's a lot of shoreline growth, a lot of bushes, trees, baby saplings, button willows. There's a lot of buckbrush. There's just a lot of good cover that was grown while it was dry. And now that water's up in it, it gives the fish something to hold to, something to relate to, something to feel safe from the birds, from everything. It helps the spawn, the fry. It's really a good thing. It's a lot better than just raw dirt. It will pull a lot more fish up. It'll hold a lot more fish when they come up. And I expect to see some really cool bites as we warm trend into spring. Believe it or not, February can even produce a buzzbait bite. The latter part of February, first part of March, when those fish are up cruising and shallow and they're checking out all those junk and the shallows and the flats, and not necessarily feeding flats, but spawning areas, a buzzbait can be really fun. And that might be the bite here very soon with this lake being risen like it has. I've got about a 3-acre pond right now, and I can tell you my pond turned from a nice green color to brown. When my pond turns brown, it means several things. We got a lot of water. It flowed heavy. My neighborhood flowed heavy. But when my pond turns brown, Lake Fork turns brown. The backwaters of Lake Fork are brown. So any one of the drains, ditches, the main creeks, Lake Fork Creek, Elm Creek, Garrett Creek, Birch Creek, those big creeks on the east side, Glade, etc., they're brown, dirty water. I don't like dirty water that much. I don't like cold water that much, but I really don't like cold, dirty water. And that's kind of where you're at right now. Water temperatures are 45 to 49 degrees. So in a way, if you're coming to fish this weekend, I suggest that you do stay away from some of that dirty, cold water. And I would pretty much probably pursue the deeper bite right now. Find the bait fish and fish accordingly where you find the bait fish, which is going to be around 20-22 feet of water. Fish the brush piles and things like that. Heavy cover, creek swings, bends, channel bends, ledges. But it is early spring. Well, not typically by the calendar dates, but with plants blooming, the sun, the days getting longer, the fish are already in motion, and rising water always rises fish. So I really do suspect that there could be and should be some shallow water fish somewhere, more warm trending areas over the next couple, 2-3 days. And I think tomorrow is going to be pretty cold. But by Saturday, where that sun starts shining first, the pockets, the bays, the red clay points, the concrete walls, things like that, if we have low winds, any place that can really warm trend, it could be excellent to go throw square bills, spinner baits, chatter baits, jerk baits, things like that. But I expect to come out of this slowly, and we need a warm trend now. We need a 3 to 4 day warm trend. And one of the coolest things I want to teach you real quick publicly about warm trending water. When we're this cold, number one, all it takes is 2 days of warm trend with one nighttime temperature being more than what this water temperature is. So for example, if this Saturday it reaches 70, 76 degrees and the nighttime doesn't go down below 50, 54, somewhere in there, then we hold that day's warm trend and we push it into the next day. And if the second day is another warm trended day, now we've got a 24, 36, 48-hour warm trend on the water. And it makes a big difference. It happens very quickly. Lake Fork is merely an overgrown pond. So those are the triggers in your mind that you should be thinking shallow. When do you go shallow? After 2 days of warm trend with the nighttime holding that warm trend like a blanket. That is massive. I've witnessed Little Caney Creek, the one up the middle, the fork up the middle, rise 17 degrees in just a period of 2 days, 2 nights. When the nighttime temperature does not go below what the water temperature is, it holds that daily warm trend and pushes to the next day and warms up more. And so now we can do the opposite. It can fool you. You can have a really nice warm trended day, but the nighttime gets cool still and that shallow water loses the warm trend and the next day isn't much different. So I'm really trying to give you a lesson here to key in your minds about bouncing back and forth between shallow water, deeper water right now. Fish the creek swings. Look at your 6 to 12, your 12 to 18, your 18 to 24 creek swings. Be fishing those, and when the water warm trends, up on them flats and in the backs of the creeks. That's my best advice to you. Putting the board aside for just a quick second here. Tonight at 7 p.m. I'll come on live and I'm going to do the January giveaway for the members only care package. Really, really cool support from all of the pro staff sponsored positions that I have. I'm going to start with Lake Fork Tackle Lures. Lake Fork Tackle Lures this month will be giving away 4 packages of baits. We've got some really cool stuff. We've got the 4.5-inch Live Magic Shad in one of my favorite colors. This is an albino shad. This is one of the excellent, probably the best rounded trailer / swim bait. Man, you can use this for so many things. I've even Carolina rigged this. And I'm not going to go through every single bait here, but if you're in a flipper, Lake Fork Tackle Lures flipper, one of the probably most forgotten baits or really overlooked baits. This is an awesome bait to Texas rig, to punch with, to use as, again, a jig trailer. And then everybody knows about a ring fry. Ring fries have been around a long time. Ring fries and hyper sticks. My 2 favorite colors on those for this time of year is going to be your watermelon red hyper stick. And then the sour melon catches a lot of big fish for whatever reason. Carolina rigged this, guys. But the Carolina rigged sour melon ring fry, and that's the big ring fry there. Really good baits to be considering, thinking about in the next few weeks as things warm trend. And that's just one right there, just one of the packages that goes in this month's care package. Santo Lures has put up 4 baits. Impact Shad has put up 4 baits, 4 packages of baits. Tight Lines UV has put up 4 packages of baits. Real Time Rods, they're putting in a free jar of Magic Reaction. I've got the bait of the month for January. For me, it was fishing other lakes. It wasn't on fork, but it caught fish on fork. And that was the centipede, Zoom centipede, and the watermelon red. Brooke and I hammered them over at Athens. In 3 days, we caught well over 100 fish with a couple big ones, an 8-pounder. I'm throwing in another hoodie in tonight's giveaway. And I got a few other things. Ken and Dana Donahue have offered a 10% discount. So there'll be a card in this package from Lake Fork Marina Motel, either from the motel or one of the Lake Fork Marina products, 10% discount. I've also got Josh. Josh up at Steve's Prop Shop. 10% discount from Josh. If you dinged your prop or need any kind of work from Josh at all, he'll offer you a 10% discount. And Go Fish Lures. Go Fish Lures, the same thing. You got a 10% discount here off Go Fish Lures and the cafe items only. Must be a Go Fish brand lure only, but a 10% discount card there. This package that I'm going to give away tonight at 7 o'clock is way over $100. Well worth way more than $100. Probably pushing it. If we went $25 a pack, we got 100 right here before we get into the Magic Reaction, the bait of the month, and my hoodie. So really cool way for me to pay it back to the members that have subscribed to my channel. I'm really grateful for that. Let's Talk Fishing is booming. It's going well. If you don't know what that is, check it out. Hit the join button. Go to Let's Talk Fishing. Subscribe yourself. I'd love to have you, and you'll learn a whole lot. So that's the fishing report. I will continue to keep you updated. Next Tuesday we'll be back, and we'll see how much this has changed, whether it's continued to rise or hopefully they have no reason to dump any water. What I hope holds, I hope to see some stability over here in the lake level, and I hope to see water temperatures beginning to rise now. Mark Pack, and I'll leave you with this. Mark Pack, one of the best guides, one of the first guides to ever guide on this lake. He used to say something that was really unique. I've said it many times, but he said, when the lake is below 49, 48 degrees, the best place to fish from is your couch at home. You'll catch them if you fish 5 days a week in that cold water. You'll catch a few here and there, but you're going to spend a lot of time cold and grinding. But on the reverse side, this is the bottom. It's going to warm trend forward. When it starts to warm trend forward, Mark Pack would say, when that lake warm trends forward, when the main lake gets to 54 degrees, when the main lake hits a stable 54 degrees, if you ain't catching fish, you're missing something, son. So that's where we're headed now. We're going to warm trend. We're going to come out of this, warm trend forward, and when that lake hits 54 degrees, you want to know what I'm doing? Subscribe to the Members Only channel, because I'll tell you exactly what I'm doing in the Members Only channel. But we're going to be catching big ones. That's what we're going to be doing. So thank you guys. Appreciate you. Hit the like button, comment below, and God bless y'all.